There we go. Okay. There might be some background noise. There's people mowing their yards right now. So, can't really do much about that. I'm trying out a new microphone setup just to see if it won't like catch my keyboard. So I'm gonna test that right now before we get started. Okay, I'm done with the test. I'm just gonna wait until I can hear it on my end. Okay. Looks like we won't have much of a problem with it picking up my keyboard. Might still do that, but what's my strat gonna be? Let's load up the game. Well, I'm gonna make this into a video, so I guess I might as well do the intro. So, hey guys, today I'm gonna show you how to get the Holy Roman and an Empire achievement in Hearts of Iron 4. So my main strategy is going to be starting as Italy and so first we're not going to take over Ethiopia, but we're going to have our troops stationed there so that we fail the offensives in the north and south of Ethiopia. So then we can get I think it's the African struggle or something like that. We can get that focus, and then after that we will just give up Ethiopia because we need to be at peace to start installing the monarchy, and from there I'll start doing some focuses in the meantime because we have to get monarchist support. Start doing focuses in the meantime to get parts of Yugoslavia, Albania, and then try to get Iberia. And then after that, we'll defeat the Allies and move to the rest of the Mediterranean. You don't need nearly as much to form Rome as you used to, so this achievement isn't actually as hard as it seems. And there's a little bit of a misconception that I had that maybe some other people have that haven't tried this achievement. The Pope is actually just a leader that you can get of Italy. It's not like you releasing Rome and trying to fight with just 2 states or something. Anyways, let's start. You're trying to take over USSR as a Roman Pope. What I would suggest for that, unless you killed Germany already, probably join the Axis, and as long as you have some good airplane templates and stuff around your borders, you should be able to push. But if you have like just this border or something, it's going to be pretty hard. You might want to just have a bigger border, like Romania or Poland or something. Anyways, let's actually start with the tutorial. So, first what you need to do, get these divisions into an army, put them there, and these divisions, get them into an army, put them in the southern part of Ethiopia, but do not attack Ethiopia, just let them sit there for a while, and everybody else will be in their own army. and they'll be on standby. Let's put them in Yugoslavia, since that's probably what we're going to go after first. What is it, Greek general? Okay. And then our first focus, since we're waiting to get one of these African focuses, we're going to take army primacy. And then do some basic research, one on infantry equipment, one on research speed, then 2 on industry. Sorry, I hit my mic. Then for industry, build civilian factories in these 3 states for now, and once these start becoming open, we also build civilian factories up there. Then military factories, we're going to put max on infantry equipment. We're going to get rid of the basic light tank production, and we're going to replace it with towed artillery, and then just put 5 on all of your military production, and also change this to the interwar fighters, and then just put max stockyards on this. And once this is done once all of these ships are getting done built, you should probably build convoys, because you're going to need to integrate a pretty decent amount of puppets later on. Then don't forget to just trade to get rid of shortages, and you can start. How many languages do I know? Sort of 2. I speak a little bit of Spanish, but I'm not very good at speaking Spanish. And then I'm fluent in English. Just kind of the normal, I guess, American. Wait, where's the JoJo reference? I don't think I noticed that. Is it in Italy's focus tree? I don't know. Anyways, I need to. My ADHD is really acting up today. So let's start the game, and we'll wait for a couple of events to pop up. Okay, so once End the Christmas Offensive pops up, what you should do is by any means necessary, so that you can fail these 2 missions as soon as possible. I know it sounds weird to fail them, but you need to do it to get the monarchy. Yeah, I'm monolingual for the most part. I've been wanting to learn Spanish again, but I haven't had to use it that much, so like the only time I use it is like listening in on conversations at Walmart or something. It's like, that's not really useful. Anyways, let's wait for this focus to be done. Greek general, I can actually play a couple of instruments. I know, for the most part, the bass clef and treble clef all the way, but I can play 2 instruments, I'd say, pretty decently well, the piano and trombone. And I know, I think I still remember how to play like recorder and trumpet. Anyways, gosh. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so after this focus is completed, we're going to do Italian highways because this will improve our infrastructure and that will be very important for building civilian factories. And we're just going to take a couple more focuses while we wait for this to fail. Hope the hum from that guy's mower isn't picking up too bad, but it was last time. That's why I'm a little worried about it. I believe 65 days after this focus done. Okay, so after you get Italian highways done, the next focus you want to take is steel industry in Terni. And when this focus is done, we will start doing the stuff we need for the monarchy. Do I know Bosnian war memes? Not so much. Okay, and this is something important as Italy that you can get pretty early on. You can get war economy for a little bit cheaper than usual because of Benito's bonuses, and you should be able to keep it for the whole game. Okay, once the fronts stall, you need to do a staggering failure as your decision, because this is what will allow you to install the monarchy. And now you just need to retreat out of Ethiopia. The way I would do this is just take your divisions, deleting the front line, and then just hauling it to the nearest port and sending them back home. The reason you need to do this is because you need to be at peace to start taking the monarchy focuses. And so even if you defeat Ethiopia, you're still technically at war. Okay, then after steel industry and Terni is done, you need to do undermine the Deuce. Heartburn for a moment. Once you have left Ethiopia, now you should be able to take the decision, withdraw from Ethiopia, which will give them a peace deal. And they should accept it, which means you're now going to be at peace. And this allows you to start becoming a monarchy instead of a dictatorship. I just realized something. I wasn't recording the whole time. I was streaming, but it's okay. That's gonna be a little bit weird to edit in, but it's not gonna be a big deal. Gonna put a strain on my internet though to download part of the stream, but it's okay. Okay, after you finish Undermine the Deuce, you need to take Conspiracies in the Shadows. It should be, yeah, this is Council Fascism. Why does NATO hate Serbia for Kosovo and Bosnia? I don't know. I just live in a NATO country. After Conspiracies in the Shadows is done, take Convene the Grand Council. I believe Staunch Monarchist is, where is it? I think you have to get this focus done to get it. Right? I swear to God, I'm so blind. I literally had my mouse over it and didn't see it. Once you finish Convene the Grand Council, you should hire the Staunch Monarchist for extra non-aligned support. And next, you should take Depose Mussolini. Got my dog next to me. He's just staring into my soul. What's up, big man? Okay, after you depose Mussolini, I would recommend going down Foreign Affairs, because now we're going to try to take Yugoslavia just through some decisions that we get from this part of the focus tree. So take Foreign Affairs. Also, to help boost your monarchist support, I would do anti-democratic raids. After you finish Foreign Affairs, take Balkan Ambition. And let's put the extra divisions you have in the army, just reorganize them like this, and then put the extra divisions that you got from Africa into Zara. That voice crack. How can you get Paradox games cheap? And there's probably some Steam key websites. I think Steam Summer Sale's coming up soon. It should be pretty cheap. Get most of them. I think City Skylines was for like $7 at one point recently. I bought it like the day before it went down, which is annoying. Is there anything? Okay, once you finish Balkan Ambition, take Albanian Occupation, and now you should be able to start claiming parts of Yugoslavia. Wait. Okay. So now you should be able to demand Dalmatia. And then claim the Montenegrin throne. And even if they reject that, still send the ultimatum to Yugoslavia. God, I hope they accept. It won't be too big of a deal if you have to go to war with them, but it's just a little bit annoying. Now, usually Yugoslavia will submit to all three of these. However, sometimes they might not submit to becoming your puppet. And if that happens, as long as you get Montenegro and Dalmatia, you don't really need to go to war with them. However, if you still like them, just wait until they are not guaranteed by France or Romania to take them out. And I think Czechoslovakia guarantees them as well. So just wait until they lose those guarantees and then take them out. Anyways, though, now we need to move our troops onto our border against Albania. Albania should accept, as they pretty much always do. And now you should have enough monarchist support to do Monarchia d'Italia. Also, this is something I forgot to do in the beginning. You should assign these guys to a field marshal, because it's just a good idea. And also put them on the highest motorization priority so they get the best supply possible. You want to get EU4? I mean, like I said before, you gotta wait for the sales. Because if you don't wait for the sales, man, those games are expensive, some of them. Especially if you're in like certain countries. I know, especially like here in the West. Which I guess Serbia is in the West. At least I consider it Western. Maybe people would. They're usually like $50-$60, which, you know, that's a big chunk of money. Which Paradox game would I recommend? Really depends on what you like. My favorite Paradox game is not actually Hearts of Iron 4. It's City Skylines, but, you know, that takes a while to get into, and that might not be what you're into. So if you're into like Grand Strategy, Hearts of Iron 4 review for Stellaris would probably be the best for Grand Strategy. I'd say you have to be pretty good for Stellaris, because Stellaris is very, I think it's a lot more complicated. But Hearts of Iron 4 is probably, I think, the easiest to learn. That's just my suggestions. Okay, once you finish Monarchy d'Italia, you should wait before taking a focus here, because you need to do Power to the King. So what I would do in the meantime, while we're trying to get 50% support for non-aligned, is do these focuses for your economy. Also, you may notice that some of your generals became unemployed. Just hire new ones. I forget which ones specifically get fired, but it should not be a big deal. Also, remember to keep doing anti-democratic raids, and now that you're monarchist, you can also do anti-fascist raids. This will boost your non-aligned support quite a lot, even though you should only really be getting 0.05 monarchist support every day. Hoping that my audio picks up pretty well so that I don't have to do much editing aside from cutting for this for this tutorial video that I'm going to try and make, because god, my audio messes up so much in Audacity, and I figured out how to fix it, but it makes editing the audio take so much longer to fix it. So I'd rather just try to do a one take. Thank you so much for your achievement things. Oh, no problem. Yeah, I don't know, it's fun to make the achievement things. I try to make them as easy to understand as I can, but I think sometimes with the like really hard achievements, like not really hard, but you know, for a new player, doing stuff like, I think I did a Romania achievement where you take over the Soviet Union and all of your like surrounding neighbors. That can be pretty difficult, but seems it helps a lot of people. And I'm surprised how well the Race for Germany achievement run has been doing, and the tutorial. The tutorial is doing it better than that, and I think that tutorial was pretty good. I just didn't expect, like, what is it, 20,000 views? That's crazy. Anyways, back to making this tutorial. Once you start getting free dockyards from finishing these ships, put the extra dockyards on convoys because you'll need them to annex your puppets that you'll have later. And we'll just keep doing, actually I'll do new corporations before I do prepare for the coming wars, because that is 6 whole factories that you don't have to build. And even though it is a pretty bad debuff to construction speed, I think that 6 civilian factories for just 70 days is a pretty good deal. Not wrong. They have Greeks here. I love Greek food. There's a couple of Greek restaurants here in the US where I live. And they're like actually made by Greek immigrants, and they taste amazing. Oh, you always thought the new corporations focus was terrible? I mean, the construction speed debuff is pretty bad, but I mean, 6 civilian factories is, I think, kind of worth it in the early game. Maybe I'm wrong, but it really shouldn't affect much. Should be around 80 factories by now, at least whenever this focus gets done. Oh yeah. You just continue doing raids. Don't forget to keep doing anti-fascist, anti-democratic raids, and eventually you should get the ability to do anti-communist raids as well to boost your non-aligned support. And it just boosts your stability, which is very good as well. If you know what you're doing, the focus is pretty good. Yeah, that's probably good assessment. The AI definitely doesn't know how to handle stuff like that. Then, after new corporations is finished, take prepare for the coming wars. Played all the Hearts of Iron 4 games from Hoi 1 to Hoi 4. To be honest, Hoi 4 is the only one that I've played. The first Paradox game that I got into was U4 in like 2013. Well, I think 2014. I wasn't very good at it because I wasn't very old at that time, but yeah. Like 3 won't even load. I might try it someday. I don't know if it would work on this new computer. Remember to keep building civilian factories until around 1939. EU4 is really hard for you. I don't know, there's just something with EU4, it just kind of clicks randomly. I play it every once in a while, and I'd say I'm decent at it. I've done like a world conquest before and stuff like that, which I think is on my channel. But each game is so long. You have to have a lot of time. To play EU4. Then, after Prepare for the Coming Wars is finished, you should take Fiocho. I don't know how to pronounce that, but this is going to be our next focus. Well, actually, no, this is just railways. So your next focus should be Fiocchi Munizioni. I don't know if I just butchered that pronunciation, but it's the next focus. And by the time this focus finishes, you should have around 50% monarchist support. Okay, now that this focus is finished, we're going to wait until we have over 50% monarchist support, and then we're going to take power to the king. I wonder if we have enough to start training divisions. I think we do. By around this time, you should also have enough equipment to start training divisions. So I would train a whole other extra army of 24 divisions. Actually, 2 extra armies of 24 divisions, and then 2 extra divisions to fill up this army. And when you're done training your divisions, you should have 96 divisions in total. This is about all you need to do this achievement. I don't think my chair is supposed to slouch this much, but it just does. Once power to the king is finished, you can either take Disband the Black Shirts first, or take Seek Papal Support. Either way, it doesn't matter, but in this case, I'm just going to take Disband the Black Shirts first. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I didn't raise my conscription. I guess I don't need to, but... Cancer is a bitch. I hope that doesn't get the stream demonetized, but... yeah. Once you finish Disband the Black Shirts, you should take Seek Papal Support. Is his no, His Holiness is unlocked after this. Yeah. One of my dad's last wishes was he wanted to go hunting with me. That never happened. Because we used to practice a shooting range and stuff like that at our house. And I was getting pretty close to the age, I think, to actually like get a certificate and everything to hunt. But it never happened. Okay, after you finish Seek Papal Support, do Agents of the Church. Also, you should start doing these decisions so that you can install the Pope as your leader as soon as possible. Dude, that's my favorite part about this path. Stability is just crazy high because you just get so much monarch support out of nowhere. Yeah. What is this? Oh, they won the Civil War pretty early. Oh, I forgot those divisions got deleted. Once you finish Agents of the Church, take Strengthen the Papacy. Yeah, we can get even more. Something that I forgot about was that once you take Disband the Black Shirts, you will lose a couple of divisions, so I would recommend reinforcing your army with some of the extra divisions that you train, just so you can get up to 96 divisions and have 4 full armies of 24 divisions. Just need to train 26 of these dudes. Our army will be complete. Needs to make a tutorial on how to get a girlfriend. The only advice for that would just be, I don't know, it's just something that happens. I don't think it's necessarily something that you can like try for extremely. Sure, that's, you know, I don't think it's something that you can just like get because you want it, I guess. Oh, my dog just licked my hand. Gross. After you finish Strengthen the Papacy, take Setting Course. Hey, big puppy. Getting a girlfriend is an RNG run? I guess you'd say that. I don't know, I've never been scared to talk to women. I guess I've never really talked to somebody with the intention of like trying to get them to date me or something. Oh yeah. You should also take liturgical reforms so that in a year from the time that you take this, you can get the Pope installed by taking it again. because after your support for the Pope goes over 60%, the Pope becomes the leader of your country. Boom, boom. But yeah, the Pope makes stuff really expensive. Though some of his focuses are kind of interesting. Oh, you know what I'm interested about? I just remembered. I think there is another achievement. Yeah, you beat the Soviet Union as the Pope. I don't know. It's not incredibly hard, but whew. After you finish taking setting course, you should take Mare Nostrum. The pizza one. Oh, it's pizza time? I got that achievement a while ago. It's actually not... Well, for a new player, it might be very, very difficult. But basically what you have to do, rush down the UK very early, and then you take over Canada, then just declare war on the US. I think you can also get Deus Nuptum if you just wait until 1945. Did YouTube just delete a comment or something? Yeah, let's go. We're 1,000 subs. Crazy. Dude, usually May is a super slow month, but it's kind of average for the past few months. Pope catching the USSR lacking. The USSR as the AI is usually super weak. Sometimes they're pretty strong, but usually they're very, very weak. Withdraw from what? Oh, naval treaties. Anyways, let's get back on to track. After you finish taking Mare Nostrum, take Iberian Protection. And just in case Portugal denies your request, I would recommend setting up a naval invasion in southern Portugal like this, with 4 divisions taking the port and 3 divisions taking the 2 provinces next to the port. With Portugal, this should work pretty fine, and all you need to do... Ooh. Well... I'm actually trying to think. How would you do that? You need to get docking rights from somebody. But oh my god. What you would need to do to naval invade Portugal is get docking rights from somebody that's on the other side of Gibraltar. Yeah, the shield in all war is whenever you use last stand. The Soviet guide? Yeah. That took forever to make, if I remember correctly, but I was so proud of it. I don't think we have the range. Cause like let's check. I haven't even combined my navy. What the heck? Don't forget to combine your navy because that will be very important in the future. I didn't want to give this guy traits. Let's see if we have range. No, we don't. I don't know why we don't. I feel like these guys should let us through. But maybe these guys don't. They do. Weird. Okay, now that Iberian protection is done, just wait and see if either country accepts. Now, in my case, I was very lucky. I didn't have to invade either nationalist Spain or Portugal. I almost said Italian Portugal. So I can just keep doing the next focus. And our next focus for right now will be trying to get all roads lead to Rome by taking the Italian legions. Ooh, this is gonna be... This is the hardest part of the whole achievement. So what you need to do now... Dog, what you doing? Okay. Also, after you finish getting the Iberians under your control, you should move your navy up to Galicia, and then move your army up there as well with a garrison the port's order. And once they're there, we will talk about what to do next. I also just put these guys on convoys, so we can use them later for annexing countries. The AI doing crazy stuff when I went to a different country using the tag command, and when I came back, my army... Oh yeah. Dude. The AI's army setup is so cursed. It's so bad. They'll have like... I mean, look at this. They have like 22 divisions. 1 division on the Romanian border. 3 divisions on the Hungarian border. 3 divisions on the German border. 3 divisions on the Bulgarian border. Where's everybody else? Just sitting in random cities across the country. It's like, bruh. And then they just have this, which actually this isn't too insane to have, but I don't know. Just like the baffling, like 1 division. I think that's gonna do anything. Once all of your divisions are in position, like in their ports, my voice is cracking so much today. Once all of your divisions are in position at their ports in northern Spain, you should select one of your armies and start setting up a naval invasion of Dover, and set it up like this: 4 divisions attacking Dover itself, and then 3 attacking the provinces right outside of Dover. And also, don't forget to set up your navy to be in this area as well, with naval invasion support. Saving up political power so I can do like service, maybe not service by requirement, but we do need like an extra manpower, stuff like that. Yeah, no division to fallback line though. It's like, I guess you can assign your divisions to it, but I think they would capitulate with just Bosnia though. I don't know why it's actually, this is really stupid. Because I think they would capitulate with just these states under their defense. I don't know what the AI is doing, man. Now, once it starts to become 1939 or around there, I would recommend starting to build military factories across your country. Once you finish the Italian legions, take all roads lead to Rome. This will give you a war goal on every country that you border, except for, you know, stuff like puppets. I think we get a war goal on Greece. Have I done a guide on forming Oslo as Latvia? Not as Latvia. Didn't even know you could do that, to be honest. I've done a guide with forming Scandinavia as Estonia. I didn't know Latvia had anything like that. I guess it makes sense, but I played Lithuania as focus tree and Estonia as focus tree, but not Latvia. Bigger gun, yeah, our gun's gonna be updated. This is gonna be the most difficult part of the tutorials. Oh, crap. Something that I forgot to mention is we will be going to war with France, so you should send one army back to protect this border here. Now, once you finish this focus, it's time to go to war with France. And the focuses I would recommend doing in the meantime are, well, none of these necessarily help a whole lot. However, I would recommend doing something like expand the Royal Guard, just stuff to give you like extra attack or extra divisions. Now, once you declare on war on France, I wouldn't recommend calling Spain into the war quite yet, since I think it's a better idea to have a landing in the UK before you do that. So anyways, we're going to activate our naval invasion, and it probably won't succeed for a while, but eventually Germany will declare war. We're just declaring war early so that we can get the war participation. Now, as I said, the naval invasion didn't work. However, we will get some good war participation. We shouldn't get naval invaded either. Eventually, you should get naval supremacy in both of these seas, although it probably will take a while. Also, something that you need to do is trade for oil so that you don't run out of oil while you're fighting the Allies. It's probably going to take a while for this naval invasion to finally activate. If your front line starts to falter here, like mine is, you might have to actually send an army onto the border between Spain and France to call the Spanish in and make sure they don't lose land as well, just so the French are having to fight on two fronts. Also, you should move up to extensive conscription so that you don't run out of manpower during this war. Oh, did it go? No, they're just fighting. Maybe. Why are these guys losing so bad here? They shouldn't be. Oh well. Come on, Germany. Just need to hold them off for a little bit. You just lose some divisions here? No. Don't forget to give your generals traits just to get some extra bonuses. Just need to hold on a couple more months. What the heck is going on in France? They've lost a lot of men, but sheesh. I mean, Germany joining the war should just be the end of it, because they probably don't have any troops in Alsace. But I think they stopped the offensive here. Also, don't forget that after a year after you took liturgical reforms in the first place, you should be able to take it again to get the Pope as your leader. Would Vichy France still form? Yes, they will, most likely. But what we can do is we can just disband our faction and join the Axis whenever Germany declares war. So it won't be a huge deal. Think we're going to be able to hold out. I just need to stop these guys from killing themselves. Something that I would recommend is going down the superior firepower doctrine, since you should have some cost reductions. Probably out of rubber? No, and steel. Oh yeah, the Pope. He's drippy. He's actually a freaking good leader too. Don't forget that you can do some extra things to get extra papal dominance, which will give you even more bonuses, like justify war goal time on us plus 25%. Not super useful, but stability plus 10%. Generate war goal tension limit against country minus 50%. Pretty much gets rid of the fact that you're not aligned, which is pretty good. Come on, Germany. I think I lost Genoa now. But I'm pretty sure pretty much the entire French army is on my border, which is the plan. Yeah, I think they're about to finish their focus. Which means we can join the Axis soon. Now that Germany has declared war on the Allies, I would recommend, well, not just recommend, you should do this, dismantle your faction and join the Axis. You should be able to after a little bit. Huh? Okay, there we go. So you probably won't be able to join the Axis first, but eventually, because you're at war with so many of the nations that they're at war with, they will let you in despite you having like no fascist support. Now, as you can see, the French basically put everything on your border and nothing on the German border. This is exactly what we planned for. And now as they pull their troops back, we might actually be able to get a couple of provinces from France. This hasn't activated yet. I would also recommend setting up a couple of offenses just so they're ready to be activated when the French lines start getting weak on your border. Why are they getting stronger? Hey, the naval invasion started. I didn't even notice that. Now that this naval invasion has started, you want to send another. Well, first you want to delete all of these front lines and send your full army of 24 divisions in and have them go aggressive across Britain. And then you want to send the one army that's free down here and also send them to Britain and do the same thing with an aggressive offensive. This should completely destroy the UK, and this should get you a pretty decent amount of war participation. They're actually not doing what I thought they would with pulling back. So they're still losing provinces here. I mean, we've got this war in the bag. I think Germans aren't here actually. Oh, they're invading Iberia? Yeah. Expected. I knew that would happen. You can just encircle Liverpool. Okay. You know, usually France falls first, but whatever. When France falls, sorry, not France. I'm so used to France falling. I was so used to France falling that I said France whenever I meant Britain. When Britain falls, you should now turn your armies to France. Now, usually France falls first, so you don't have to do this, but in my case, France is actually stronger than Britain. So I would assign my army down here and also make sure that this army stays in Italy. And then also have them activate an offensive. Because even if you lose a lot of men, you get the war participation, and that's really what matters. What is going on with Spain? I think that's where the British army went. That's so stupid, because it's not going to do anything good for them. Sure, Bulgaria. Why not? Now, once Paris falls, the war should be over, and now, usually Vichy France is formed, and you'll need to declare war on them while still being the Axis, because Germany will guarantee them. But if you get a situation like we have, you can actually take the provinces you need to form Rome without having to fight Vichy France. So, first, let's take the provinces we need to form Rome, which is actually all the states in the Mediterranean. So we'll start by taking all the states that border the Mediterranean. And I'm just going to take extra here and there because why not? It's fun to have a strong Italy. Oh my lord, Germany. Okay, since I deem it more important to actually get rid of the UK and France entirely, take the provinces you need to form Rome, the provinces bordering the Mediterranean, and make sure that after Germany takes what it wants, you take everything else left of the Allies to make sure that whenever you go to war with Turkey, you don't have to fight the Allies again, because it's really annoying to have to invade some random Pacific island. Let's kill the British. There we go. Don't forget to take Gibraltar. I almost did. I don't really care about anything else. At least for the achievement. Look at Egypt. Yeah, you can't take this state. You just get it by having borders now. Which I guess makes sense, because it used to be so cursed. Come on, let me have Corsica, bro. Okay, now that you've taken all the provinces you need to form Rome from the Allies, look through this list and take any provinces that the Germans haven't taken to make sure that both France and the UK are gone. Yeah, for whatever reason, Germany just leaves like islands and stuff. Just have to make sure that the Allies are actually dead. Okay. So that should leave both the UK and the French completely gone off the map, and now all you need to do is annex your puppets and take over Greece and Turkey. So that's what we're going to do next. So first, I would actually recommend taking down Greece first, because the Germans will likely declare war on them, and you don't want to have to fight the Germans if they take over Greece. All right, it's pretty much the achievement in the bag. Yeah, there's also Luxembourg. Also, to just get some extra trucks so you can lower your puppet's autonomy, I would recommend putting some factories, a lot of factories on trucks. And then just trade with Germany to get rid of your rubber deficit. Excuse me. I don't know if that picked up. Ugh. Now, once your troops are on the border with Greece, you should have a war goal from All Roads Lead to Rome against the Greeks. Now, Romania might join the war against you. This won't be a huge issue. What you would do in this case is call Yugoslavia in, then request their whole army, and just use their army to block the Romanians from invading you. And then have your main army go down here and finish Greece off. I hate Last Stand so much. Now, you might have to micro the area around Athens, since for whatever reason, your troops won't automatically make a front line here. Can you do an Albanian guide? Oh my god. That would be... Oh. I mean, I know it's possible, but... Man, that would take a little bit to do. Is there even an achievement you can do as Albanian? I don't know. That's mainly what my guides are focused around, is achievements. Oh, I forgot about research entirely. I mean, I don't need it because we're so close to the end, but... Now we just need to move to Romania after we get these guys done with. Now, once you defeat Greece, just full annex them. Then, after you're done defeating Greece, set your army against the Romanians, and you should be able to just quickly attack them once your army is in place. and also keep building military factories. Also, I'd recommend deploying your air force to help against the Romanians. You prefer the old or new Rome? I do like that it's easier to form Rome, but I like the old Rome borders. Also, don't forget to give your generals traits, because this will help a lot in your attacks. Especially this guy, Giovanni Messi, because he can get Fortress Buster, which is an amazing ability to have. Or trait, I guess. Okay, let's push back. You know what I haven't checked? Okay, I was just making sure the allies don't exist anymore. Good. And you guys. I don't know why I got improved medium airframe. I'm just taking random stuff now because I know I'm so close to getting an achievement, I just don't care. Yeah, I don't have much army left. So these guys, I think they can all go in there, and yeah, close air support should take them out. Let's make some more stuff that can lower autonomy, which is actually planes. They do a lot, surprisingly, to lower autonomy. The best part about it is once you annex the puppet that you have planes to, you just get the planes back. It's broken. It's so good. Just gonna walk to Bucharest. They should be collapsing pretty soon. Or capitulating, I mean. They've already pretty much collapsed. Oh, come on. With the last stand stuff. They're just delaying the end. So, once you take out Romania, you can do whatever you want with it. You don't really need Romania. However, I wouldn't recommend taking Bessarabia, since that may very well get you into a war with the Soviets. So what I'm going to do is just take everything but Bessarabia. And now you need to set your sights on Turkey. Now, what I would recommend is having 2 armies set up on the Greco-Turkish border and the rest set up on the Syrian-Turkish border. And just having a double-pronged, 2 offensives attacking Turkey. Like this. And of course, give your generals traits after this war, after that war is over. And start justifying on Turkey. As long as you... Whoa. Well, sometimes you get a really long war goal. However, there's one thing you can do. Can I bypass befriend Greece? I don't think so. So, just justify a war goal on Turkey. It might be a little bit longer than, might be a little bit longer sometimes, however, because sometimes they'll have taken Kemalist neutrality. However, it shouldn't really matter too much as there's no faction for them to join whenever you declare war on them. And while you wait for that war goal to be completed, start annexing your subjects. Now, the best way, in my opinion, to get your subjects to be annexed is sending them convoys, airplanes, or trucks in a lend-lease. Okay, 1,000 should be enough. Also, to help lower their autonomy, I would also recommend building some factories in your subject's territory. Ooh. Oh god, the freaking Macedonian resistance. 12,000. I wish I could send that much. Actually, let's modify that. Because it requires more than I thought it would. Let's send, I don't know, 5,000 trucks. Okay, I think 965 is enough. Yeah, that's enough. Ooh. Oh, these are the Yugoslavians. Let's return them. And that is why we don't take that. I don't want to fight the Soviets. I could, but that's not what this run is for. No. Ethiopia's probably going to win that. Oh. Man. When are we going to be able to annex them? Soon. Assuming that's what we need. Over there to A colony? Yeah, they're a colony. That's gonna take a little bit longer than I thought it would then. Hi. Gamers. 25th of June. Ugh. It's gonna be a slugfest to wait for that. At least we'll probably just be able to do one month lease for Portugal. I could definitely do Pope World Conquest. I just realized. We do that like 2000 sub special or something. Pope World Conquest. Turkey, I'm literally going to take you over, so I don't know why you're sending me requests for stuff. Hey, I had troubles defeating Germany and your France guy. Do you have any idea what I'm doing wrong? Could be Air Force. And I mean, it takes longer than you might think to defeat them. But it might be your Air Force. If you don't have your Air Force up in correct places, or if you had it up for too long, the Air Force will get killed by the German Air Force in the beginning of that war. So you have to watch that a lot, because your Air Force is basically the main thing that lets you win that war in the first place. Because generally your army, I believe, with Napoleon, isn't going to be better than German army. You just have to have that Air Force bonus to win. I didn't actually get as much as I thought it would. Let's just send an absurd amount. Okay, that didn't do a lot. 1,000. 15,000. 170. 330. And 200. Looks like we're gonna have to build in their territory. So let's build some more stuff in the Portuguese land, just to make sure that they lose the autonomy they have in their puppet, so we can make them an integrated puppet. I just realized probably whenever I clap, that probably doesn't make the most pleasant sound to mic, so sorry about that. You know, you need to start building stuff. Yugoslavian land. Okay. And once we annex Yugoslavia, we'll just send one big lend lease to Portugal. Not that we need Portugal, but borders. So I don't like having that weird border there. Not taking Portugal just doesn't feel right. I forgot about that. I'm just picking random focuses. Okay. Portugal next. Just to make sure 2,000 convoys. Oh, these borders suck. Okay, I might just release Romania, you know? Why? Because the borders are bothering me. I know that's like not really a huge deal, but gotta think about the thumbnail. It'll look weird if you just have this and then not Bulgaria. What are you doing? Estonians. Now we just need to wait until June to finally get our war goal against Turkey. This is about, I think, a 2-hour recording that I'm gonna have to edit, cut down. Whatever. It's not actually that long. Shaboom! Tickets, whatever. I just need Turkey. Is there actually achievement for forming the Papal States? Just join Venezuela? Yeah. Dope. They didn't defeat... Oh, well, I guess we defeated the Allies pretty quickly, so... They maybe didn't have the time to do that. This is a pretty chill stream. You know? It's pretty nice. Had some people pop in, talk for a bit. Didn't have too difficult of a game. Pretty dope. I'm not even gonna do a focus after this because I just don't care. literally just need to defeat Turkey to do the achievement. All right, once your good lord. Once your war goal is justified, declare war on Turkey. Now you should have the offensive up here, which may or may not break through, but this offensive is the offensive that really matters. I'd also recommend sending your Air Force down here to give you an extra bonus to attacking in Turkey. Bro. Let's try and hold these guys here so we can actually cross through. Oh. They're retreating here. That's annoying. Whatever. Oh, we actually pushed though. Okay. And Rome should be in our grasp pretty soon. Alright, once you capitulate Turkey, just take everything in the peace deal. And now, if you've annexed all your puppets along the Mediterranean, you should be able to form Rome. And this will get you the Holy Roman and an Empire achievement, which should have popped up here for me. Let me check. There it is. So, that is how you get the Holy Roman and an Empire achievement in Hearts of Iron 4. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, subscribe. Peace. Alright. Thank you everybody that tuned in. This was a fun stream. And I'll see you all probably next week. Because I gotta edit this. Well, maybe tomorrow or Saturday, because I'll be uploading a video that I cut down and edited.